Well, every one of these hunts we do this year, we've decided we're going to try to do an equipment piece or a gear piece because we get so many questions. So hopefully you find this useful. This is an Arizona Coues deer hunt, and we lucked out. We got a really nice buck. Feel very fortunate. And there's a few pieces that were critical to what we do. We're talking Arizona, right? And it's going to be arid. Even if the temperatures are cold, you're going to get dehydrated. So for me, I bring one of these in my pack. And a lot of people will just go with, the normal water bottle. I do that sometimes, but given the volume of water that I got to bring to stay hydrated in an arid climate like this, I have this 3-liter, fits in my pack, got the drinking nozzle. A lot of you see that and you're like, what is that? This is my favorite one, this platypus. I've never broke one. I have probably broke every other brand. When you put it in your pack with a heavy load, poof, it'll pop. So that's the one I ended up with. Pretty hard to break one of these, so a lot of people carry this. I know Marcus is a big fan of these ones. And then, a flat shooting cartridge. I'm not big on saying it's got to be this or it's got to be that. In this hunt, I was using a 7mm 08 Nosler 140 grain AccuBond, and you could go probably down to 243 and go up to whatever you want to go up to. These are small deer. It's not like you need a great big round to knock one down, but some of these shots can be pretty far. And when you do shoot, you want to make sure you have the greatest probability of making that lethal shot. So take your most accurate rifle. Whatever cartridge that's chambered in, take your most accurate rifle. Then here, you might wonder why the importance of a good pack. Well, it goes without saying. This is a Mystery Ranch Metcalf, but it compresses really flat into a day pack. But if you're 1.5 miles, 2 miles, 3 miles from camp and you shoot that deer, you want something that can be extended and converted over to a real meat hauler. And we've went through many times how these Metcalfs, they have a load shelf. You can fit a lot of stuff in this, and then you're not having to make multiple trips. And you can bring a lot of stuff with you, because I'm going to talk about some other things from the optic standpoint that you end up carrying a big, big weight of optics with you when you're doing this Coues deer hunting. So a pack that's versatile, can be compressed to your day pack, and can be extended into a meat hauler. Super helpful. I don't know how you could be out here without a tripod. Whether it's a tripod for your binos, a tripod for your spotting scope, obviously. But get a quality tripod that is really sturdy. This is the Leupold Pro Guide. I've been using it now for a few years. And put a really good head on there. Something that gives you a lot of smooth, fluid movement, whether it's, horizontal or it's vertical. You're gonna have a hard time beating this. Marcus has even figured out how on the front of his rifle, he actually has an Arca Swift connector that he can put on there, and someday he's gonna show me how to do it. I'm gonna get on board with that. But I use this for my spotter, for my binos, for everything. And that goes without saying. You want a quality spotter. This one here is a 27 by 55 and it's 80 millimeter. This is the Leupold SX5. You're hurting yourself if you don't carry this out there with you every day. Because you're gonna see something that you think is a deer in the shadows, and with your binos it looks like one, and this is gonna confirm. Or if you know it's a deer and you're trying to judge, is it a good one, is it average, is it whatever? I don't know any successful Coues deer hunter who doesn't have a quality spotter. And then probably last, you're gonna be doing a lot of glassing, so bring some sort of butt pad. Some people will actually bring a chair even. You're going to be sitting there a long time, and there's a lot of prickly stuff on the ground here. you don't want to sit, it's rocky, it's prickly. Bring something to cushion your butt. Doesn't weigh much, easy to strap to the back of your pack. And then when the time comes for the shot, you know, these are really small targets. So you got to be absolutely precise in your distance. So you can't say, oh, I think that's 320, that's good enough. No. If you use a dial system like we do with the CDS system from Leupold, you know, that's etched for your load. And it only works as good as the accuracy of your range. So have a super high quality rangefinder that gives back a strong signal. This is a 2800, or have it built into your binos like this. And either one works, but absolutely make sure you have a quality rangefinder. I can't overemphasize that, because the distance, you know, between hitting it perfect at, okay, that's 305 yards versus, oh, that's 350. You know, whether you're doing dials or mills or MOA, whatever, it doesn't take much. Once you start getting out there, the change in your trajectory, your ballistics start getting to be very sensitive to exact ranges. So I carry both. I carry a rangefinder and I have a rangefinder in my bino. So hopefully that helps. We always try to give something that would be useful for you. And if you have thoughts, ideas, questions, put them in the comments down below. And we'll have links for all these where you can get this stuff. Usually it goes to the Go Hunt Gear Shop. That's our first place we always go, is Go Hunt Gear Shop. We'll have a link to that down below. But if you're going Coues deer hunting, think about these pieces. I think these are absolute essentials. And there's probably a lot more you'd consider. Thanks for watching.